Yeah, popcorn. Huh. Well, don't know how. Okay, I think that should be good. Let's get Spotify. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Well, let's get to drawing. So first off, we got Captain America. Quite large man. Yes, Dave. There's something in my eye, gosh dang. Okay. We're just getting a rough look and how it's going to be. For Son of Odin. Try to keep the poses more true to how it was in that old comic. He's swinging that thing around. Thor is swinging that thing. I don't even know how that makes sense to be swinging like that, but it is. We got Iron Man over here. Iron Man up in the air. So we're gonna do their newer styles, their newer comic book styles. That's the whole point of this. Because Captain America recently got a newer suit. Iron Man has 1,000 new suits, obviously. And he's got like a ton to pick from. There is obviously the newest version, and I don't really want to do the newest version just because I don't really mess with it. It isn't my favorite. He's got another one that I really liked, and that's the one that I really want to go for. You know, it'd be how it be. Trying to keep their poses more true to it. They have in Ant-Man, they have the future Ant-Man story that's going on. But yeah. There's a new Ant-Man and Wasp, so we're just gonna be doing that. It's a completely new design. It's like Future Ant-Man or whatever is what it's called, which I thought was interesting while doing research. Like looking up stuff. Flies. Because I was looking up stuff to be able to obviously do this because I'm doing a video here. So this live is just kind of like me documenting what I'm doing. Ant-Man's in a very funky pose here. Very interesting. The new Ant-Man suit, though, it's a very interesting design because it's a lot more simplistic than what designs they've had in the past for Ant-Man. It's just a fun new design he has. Ant-Man's he's showing off his hands. He's got 5 fingers here, baby boy. Showing off what he got. He's got a perfect hand. It's kind of mean to people that don't have other fingers. I don't know, just saying things. And then Wasp she's real tiny here. I always depict her being real tiny. This one's you. I like how in the MCU they just skipped over Scott. What is it? They skipped Hank Pym and all that just to get straight to Scott Lang because he's the less controversial one of the two. Because you know what Hank did in the comics where he freaking beat Janet. It was funny for them to just like be like, yeah, let's just skip over that and do the newer version of Ant-Man. Scott Lang, yeah, he's not a weirdo. Like how just the Ant-Man comics are just all so weird. They have Hank Pym, who beats his wife and goes crazy. And then they have Scott Lang, who's actually the normal dude. But then there's that other dude, I forget his name, but he's like a complete gooner. Freaking watching girls shower and stuff. Weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. Yeah, I made this like a little too long. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, it's cool. And then they got goes like a cross. And we'll just add it here. Not exactly how it is, but you know, nothing ever really is. We also got the cities in the back. Kind of here. I got like a kind of going with this, it seems. So I'm kind of redoing everything just in a different way. Okay. This first building. like that. Got little things back here. Keep it going. It's really. It's because I did things just a little different. You see, you can't really see it the same way you would. Just slight variations to it. That's all we're really doing, I guess. I mean, it's obviously not going to look the same. It's never going to end up being the same. I mean, I want you to be able to tell what's going on because this is the Avengers. Well, that's as good as it's going to get, I guess. I keep going with this. Just doing all the nice little buildings here they have in the image. Yeah. They also have Namor. Whoops. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate that. And the follow. That's freaking awesome. Got a little Namor thing up here. A box for Namor. Let's kind of have it at an angle. Can't forget Namor. I think I ended up scaling down just now. Doesn't have to be exact. It's my interpretation of it. Okay. So Namor, he's got a very squaw. I mean, all of them have square jawlines back in these days. The 60s time period when they were doing all these comics. This original Avengers type style. Jack Kirby. Gotta love his design for this original Avengers cover. Because this is the one where they introduced Captain America, of course. And so it's cool to see how he did it. I mean, a bunch of different heroes on this page. Yeah, we'll come and we'll fix this. Just want to get a basic idea. And his hairline, oh, it's so atrocious. The terrible widow peak that Namor has in the earlier days. I'm pretty sure he still has that widow's peak. It's just I feel like they've toned it down a bit. Let's get to erasing this. Let's get to the detail of it. Gonna start lightly erasing it so we can redraw all the detail in, of course. I'm shaking the crap out of my desk. Let's just do it like this. think we're gonna go in a very similar order to how I started off things. We're gonna start off by doing Captain America first. Just makes sense since he's the front and center boy. Namor last. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull up the new Captain America design is a very interesting one. I don't know if you've seen it. America. New suit. If you haven't seen Captain America's new suit, I would look it up. I don't think I can pull it up for you guys to see. It is. I don't know how I feel about it. It's definitely like a stealth type of look. It looks more like something Bucky would wear if he was being Captain America, not Steve. And I haven't been reading them, so I'm just assuming it's Steve because it looks like it's Steve. But for all I know, it might be a completely different character that's just wearing the suit, like a new thingy.
It could be like the guy from Thunderbolts.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know. An interesting design for sure. I don't know why. I'm trying to get just like an isolated image of it. I just say news. Guess that's the only way. We're gonna pull up the new Captain America suit design. Here it is. Okay, we're gonna start drawing this now. I'm gonna start drawing this hot little baby. It's a nice little thing. Thanks for the likes. It's much appreciated. Oh wow, a lot more likes than I was expecting. So we're gonna start off by drawing this new Captain America design. I mean, I gotta assume it's Steve. I haven't been up to date on the Captain America comics. Just, kind of been lacking for me. Marvel comics just in general lately, especially with Spider-Man. Holy, that's the one I keep up with just to see how are they screwing over my boy now. What are they doing to my Spidey boy now? And man, Paul was a terrible addition. Adding in Paul. Hey, y'all. Sleepy eyes. Gave Cap sleepy eyes. Let's not do that. He's like, he looks like he's yelling. I can only assume he's screaming because he just woke up from the 40s into a completely different time period. Well, not actually. In the original comics, it's funny when you watch the movies and then look at the comics, since comics are only a few years after. It's like, what, the 60s when they were doing the Avengers? It's like, Cap's only missed like 20 years in the comic books. He's not really a whole man at a time. And then, time kept moving in real life. And so they had to be like, well, he's still from World War II, but now he's waking up in 2012 or whatever, 2011, whenever that first Captain America movie came out. But it was the Ultimates, actually, who like revamped Captain America for the modern day. And that's what the movie, when you watch because the Ultimate Avengers. They have a movie. You watch that one, and then you watch Captain America, the first Avenger. Gosh, it is so similar. Like they took a lot of inspiration from the Ultimate comics, except for like Bucky and stuff. Bucky's a different story though, because they wanted to do the Winter Soldier, and because they didn't do that, because I think around the time Ultimate Comics was coming out, like it came out right before they did the Winter Soldier, I believe, and so obviously when they were making the story, they weren't thinking, they didn't know that was going to happen. So Bucky just lived. He lived on, and then married Gail or whatever. Married Cap's girl. What a friend. Second that everyone thinks you die, he slides in, steals your girl. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Doing Cap with more of a face. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that look for his face. Let me look at the original. Yeah, he's got okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. That's why you look back at the original when you're doing something. He's got buck teeth. I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about, where they introduce Cap in the into the Avengers. I think it's issue number 4 of the Avengers. Man's got buck teeth in this cover. Like, love the artwork. But man, are those some teeth. Those some hunkas on there. Trying to at least emulate. I don't think I'm gonna do the teeth. So like, kind of looks weird without the teeth. And then Cap, I made him look a little angry, but man, in the original, he's looking real angry. He woke up from the ice and he is not well. Type of look. Let me draw the eyes. Really give him some anger in that, but not really. I made him look a little bit more like a leader, really. Go back to this new design, man. It looks like it's from the MCU. It does not look like it should be in the comics. I'm gonna be real. It's got that over-designed look. Oh, what can you do? And it just sucks because it's like the comic book artist has to draw this. That's why comic book designs are so simple, is because the medium is art, and it's a lot easier when they have a simple design to draw them over and over and over. They got these crazy complicated designs, man. It's a lot. It's a lot to draw. That's why I sympathize being an artist myself, trying to redraw some of these designs that they got from the movies. It's like, bro, I would not want to do I like Spider-Man. The reason Spider-Man in the comics, he doesn't have raised webbing is because freaking that's a nightmare to draw. To try to draw the raised webbing, gosh, that would suck. But then there's artists that have done it. You can look up. There's comic books or just like books that adapt the Sam Raimi movies, and they got Tobey Maguire's suit, and they do the raised webbing, and it is probably pain and torture to draw it, but it looks really good. Not something I would want to do, but I chose to be faithful. I respect him for it. Can't come at a brother for trying. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to fill the empty air. It's not a bad design. It's just weird. That's all I got to comment on it. It's just weird. Like this is Captain America's new design. Really? Okay, you do you. I like it when they do the wings on his like helmet, I guess. When they do it like as if like it's real wings that come out. I don't like this whole stuck to the side that we got from the movies. Just ain't it, you know? Ain't no one want to see that crap. Ain't no one want to be part of that redonkulous stuff, my brother. You want to get... See, I made Captain America have a big nose, but in this he has a much tinier nose in the new design. Maybe I should implement some of that. Style. It's a very stylized artist who's doing it also. So I should, have that be a factor. Of course. It's just fun to do this design. Oh my gosh, man. It's so over complicated. Like you don't need to do Cap like that. Gosh. I'm just gonna be complaining. I am a complainer. It's just a weird design, bro. And then the star, they did the whole square thing with the star. It's not even they didn't even do like edged stars. It's squared off. They really did that. Because that's like a big thing that, people complain about from the MCU movies, especially like Wolverine. I watched a video with this dude. He was like, yeah, it was good when we first saw it, but then like we really thought about it, and it's like Wolverine's supposed to have sharp edges in his suit because that's kind of to represent his claws and the look and the design. He's like, getting rid of that just doesn't feel right. And I can't help but agree. There's a burp. It doesn't feel right to get rid of Wolverine's, the sharp, jagged lines in his costume design, making it all freaking round, like not rounded, but like flat, like this square design. Like this is supposed to be a star. It just had that. Is that giving star to y'all? Like, yeah, it's a star, but it's like, is it a star though? Well, this is an interesting design where it comes up here and then rounds the shoulder. Huh. That's interesting. That's all I have to say about that.
Are you still gonna go to the gym?
Yeah, I'm gonna go later. Don't you worry, babe. I'll be nice and shape so that I can protect us from what I don't know. This is the new Captain America design, Grace. His new suit. I don't know if it's a stealth suit, but...
That's the newest one?
Yeah. Does that look like Captain America? That looks like a stealth suit that he'd wear.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Captain America Winter Soldier, the beginning of the movie when he had a stealth suit on. No, don't worry.
Can they see the stealth suit?
No, they just see me drawing. But I assure everyone this is the new suit that they are doing for my Cappy boy. I used to not.
Being all loud.
Huh?
Sorry, I'm being all loud.
Nah, you chilling. Don't even worry, Grace. I used to not like Captain America just because my best friend, his family, they like were obsessed with Captain America, and they kept being like, Captain America would beat Spider-Man in a fight and all this stuff. I was like, bro, what? No. And then, of course, Civil War happened, but it was like, yeah, well, it's not a fair fight. And then, obviously, in the comics, more recently, when Spider-Man was going through, once again, a bunch of crap, he freaking, like, humiliated Captain America. I don't know if y'all saw that. Freaking, thanks for the follow, where he grabs the shield from Cap and just, like, shoves him into a wall. I was like, gosh dang, where this Spidey been at? Why are we getting all this other crap? I'm like, bro, come on. Now it's rude. It was nice. It felt good to like see that. I was like, I didn't even have to send it to them or show them. I was just like, just knowing that like Spider-Man completely humiliated Captain America. It's like, that's all I need. But then I went back and I started watching all the MCU all again from start to finish, and I was like, man, I can't lie. Chris Evans, I love him as an actor. I was like, dang, like I can't even like hate on him. Like he's like for real, like such a good actor. Like he's so good at being Captain America. Like it's as if he was born from it. And then you see the behind the scenes, and he's like a total jokester, messing around and stuff, and it's just so weird. Like that guy's Captain America, and like so funny. I just love Chris Evans. He's the GOAT. And then there's Chris Pratt, who's in freaking everything. I think his design isn't bad. If this was in live action, I think it'd be pretty nice as like for a stealth suit. But just being in the like comics, it's just weird. I'm just gonna keep complaining, man. I need to just shut my mouth. Get over it. I do like that it's a baggy design. That is something I do appreciate. I like it when they give superheroes more of a baggy design, because then it just makes them feel more realistic. Yeah, you catch my drift? Because sometimes they be doing a little too much with the designs of superheroes, and like making it so like Rob Liefeld. Oh my gosh, don't need to get into him, but he makes it look like it hurts to wear costumes in superheroes like books. When he draws superheroes in costumes, you couldn't get more skin tight, you know? Like it looks like Vaseline is heavily involved in putting on the costume. So it's just nice whenever you get an artist who's like, very open to loosening up the costume and making it just look that much more realistic and baggy. Especially with Captain America, I feel like him with a baggier suit just fits right. Like when he's doing like just for propaganda, of course, he should have a tighter suit, I'd say, just so it's like, oh, look at his muscles, look how strong he is. But then when like it genuinely comes down to it, he has a baggier, more military, more of a military look. Yeah, that's a better way of saying it. I like his military look. That's why the Captain America First Avenger suit, honestly, such a goated suit design that he has. We took it for granted because then we got the Avengers one, which I've never hated on the Avengers one, but looking back, it's like, yeah, it's a little weird, it's a little goofy, but it served its purpose. And then he got a new suit, which I really liked the Avengers Age of Ultron Captain America, especially with his old magnet thing he had going on with his shield. Oh my gosh. I was foaming at the mouth as a kid. Like when that first came out, I saw that in theaters. I was like, oh my gosh. I still remember seeing all the trailers and the commercials for it when the Age of Ultron came out. Holy, that was a time to be alive and just to witness all that. I was hyped out of my mind, bro. And then people were like, dude, the Amazing Spider-Man's gonna be in it. I was like, no way. Andrew Garfield Spider-Man's going to be in this movie? And then he wasn't. That's when I learned to not trust the internet, was when for the real ones that know what I'm talking about, there was that quote unquote deleted post credit scene or whatever for the first Avengers movie, or was it the second? I think it was the second. It might have been the first. It was just that tease where it showed Andrew Garfield Spider-Man on the Avengers Tower and telling the guy like, "Oh, you missed a spot," and it was like, "What? He's gonna be in it!" And then literally Sony like trying to talk with Marvel about doing it, and like hearing all that. Oh, I was so hyped, and then it never happened. And they just put Tom Holland. Still, when that trailer dropped and Tom Holland Spider-Man was in like Civil War, holy, that was something else. I remember just watching that over and over and over again. Man, it is so funny to like look back and think about all these things because you get so hyped. And then I remember being in the theater and like seeing the suit, and I was like, that is so CGI. Like that is pretty badly CGI. I don't even know what the heck is going on with that. Like that was my big takeaway. I was like, I really liked it, but it was really CGI. Like it didn't. I was still in elementary. I had a friend he also loved comics, and I talked to him about it. And I was like, it was really CGI. Like I could tell it was fake. It wasn't good. Hey, Cooper, joining back in, my brother. Some nice stuff. We are drawing the classic Avengers comic cover when they introduced Captain America, but we're doing it with modern comic designs and looks. So all the heroes are in the up-to-date designs that they have. And so Captain America is the first one I'm drawing here, and he has a very interesting new design. I think it's a stealth suit, but I'm not very sure. Not very sure that it's just a stealth suit. I think it might be a new design they're testing out or something. You can look it up. It's an interesting one for sure. That's all I can say. I was just talking about it. It reminds me of the stealth suit from Winter Soldier, so it's not bad. It's just weird, per se. Perchance. You can't just keep saying perchance. But it is a baggier design, which I really like. I do appreciate when they make the superhero designs baggier, and especially in comics. I was talking about earlier how Rob Liefeld and him in his Vaseline-looking tight suits, whew, something else there. I did notice Captain America's shield in the original looks like really flat, so I did try and thicken it out a bit, like make it more of a pop with the shield look. Because in the original, it just it doesn't really look like it's popping out too much. It's a little underwhelming, like it's a paper plate almost instead of this whole amazing shield that he has. Yeah, I'm just gonna do his shield. I'm pretty sure his shield looks normal with the new design. It's just like the colors aren't as poppy, like more muted look. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you, Eduardo. Appreciate it. I appreciate you saying I'm a good artist. Yeah, I don't know what you're watching this on either, because I have this on YouTube and on TikTok. I'm also on Twitch. Whichever one you're watching from, I appreciate that. It's very kind. But yeah, let's move on to the next design, which I think we're gonna do Thor. Thor's new design. Thor. Don't you love it when your keyboard stops working? Thor comic new. Let's see. It says no. What's Thor's most recent suit design? It's 2018. Comic. 2025. Have it for last year. Thor looks like they just kind of went back to his traditional design, honestly. I mean, that's a little bit of a different design. Let's look up suit. Yeah, it really just looks like they've kept the same kind of design for Thor. Your girlfriend broke up with you. Yeah, you're giving her a present, dude. That's moment of silence. That's tough. That's really tough. I don't know what to say. Like that's tough. That's rough, buddy. Hey, at least you know you can. I don't know you too well, but I'm sure you can do better, or you know she just wasn't the one for you if that's how it is. But obviously you're a kind person trying to get a present. You just gotta rip your heart out. Don't put my heart in a bag and nobody gets hurt. Now I'm running from my love. I'm not fast and I'm making things worse. See, I don't want to do the ultimate suits. I want to do the mainline comic suits for the new designs. They're all low quality. All the ones I can find, they're just not. They're not the highest quality. That's probably the best quality I can find for it. Let's move that. Yeah, that's higher quality. Okay, we're gonna do Thor now. This Thor, he's got a crazy jawline. Holy moly. Oh, that is a man right there. A man with a jaw. Make him a little angry. Strong. Strong man, but his helmet is like right next to. I did his eyes too close. No, now you can't really tell what he's doing, what he looks like. The helmet is just right up against him. Holy macaroni! It's kind of. He's got his hairs just. Let's make that a lot bigger so it looks like it can actually fit a head. Gosh. He's got the wings. Nice old wings. I don't know when this design is from, but we're just gonna go with it because just Thor's kind of just chilling with the same design he's had forever. Not much they've changed, it seems. Well, I mean, they've changed some things here and there, obviously, but for the most part, it seems that Marvel likes to keep Thor's design pretty the same. That's one thing about Marvel. I know DC tries to change, but then they always go back to the status quo. But Marvel, most definitely, they'll fake change where it's like, yeah, it changed. Things are different. And then they just kind of go back to the way things were. Obviously the best worst example of that is Spider-Man and Mary Jane and their marriage being completely just like taken away, which sucked because they were married for a while before that one publisher's like, I don't really think Spider-Man should be married. Let's make him not married, but like not in a sad way where they get divorced. It's like you did a bro. I think people might have preferred a divorce story over whatever the heck we got. Because at least in the divorce story, it's like, oh, they can get back together. But in this, just full on erased their freaking marriage from history. Dumb as crap. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even in the story, it doesn't make sense why Mephisto would just be like, I want your marriage. You literally. Yeah, no, Marvel's timelines are weird. I mean, at least from that, we got the fun storyline in the Tom Holland movies where, he makes everyone forget about him. At least we got that from that mess of a story. But besides that, and then we got Paul. Gosh, Paul sucks. Mary Jane stuck down in the mountains and he got remarried. Bro, literally the dumbest crap. Just let my boy Pete be happy for once, huh? Is that too much to ask for? Let my little Petey be happy. Throwback to the Ultimate Spider-Man right there. Petey! Gosh. I remember when I was younger, I was like, man, I wish girls would say my name, like my name out loud like that, like just trying to get my attention, I was like, man, man's dripping in the hose. Man cannot be defeated. You dripping in the hose, Cooper? Is that what you saying? Seems like, yeah, nah, it's a problem. I'll be dripping in the hose. Can't get them off me. Funny man. I'm not opposed to this Thor design. Honestly, most designs besides the Thor Love and Thunder design, I've really digged. It's hard to mess up his North God look and all that. And it's fun seeing how they did, like when you see the behind the scenes when they were doing like test stuff, to see the suit design, how it looked early on. It's kind of nice. I just hate that Chris Hemsworth dyed his eyebrows for the first Thor movie. It makes it so hard to watch that movie, seeing him with those freaking blonde eyebrows. I'm like, dude, that just wasn't it. That, like, movie's pretty all right. It's nothing crazy. I liked it growing up, and then people, like, as I got older, people were like hating on it, and I was like, Yeah, I thought everyone liked it. Yeah. I never saw the second one in theaters. That was one thing I was really sad about. My family went to the theaters. Who's my favorite Marvel character? Come on, man. This Spider-Man. Can't. He's just so goated. So freaking goated. Although I love the memes around Moon Knight. Like Moon Knight's a great character. Love him, but his memes are what made me really like latch on to like who is Moon Knight? Who is this character? And then learning about the crazy stuff he did in the comics, like freaking causing another basically 9/11 by flying a freaking plane or helicopter or whatever into the building to try and kill Taskmaster. I was like, damn, pretty goated. Pretty goated in the Marvel universe. Like, who else has the gall to do even half, besides Deadpool, half of the stuff that Moon Knight's done? I mean, the only person that can like truly beat Moon Knight, besides like the big characters. I'm just saying, like one of the more not godly characters or someone based off of Superman is like Deadpool, and that's just because he has his healing factor. Because friggin' Moon Knight just takes blows like it's nothing. I mean, freaking so funny when Taskmaster's like, I would never try and recreate what that guy's fighting style is because he lets you hit him and like get hurt just so that he can get closer to you and then try and beat you. He's freaking terrified. And then there was a later comic where someone was trying to hire Taskmaster to get Moon Knight, and he's like, bro, Brutta freaking flew a plane into a building to try and kill me. I'm good. You can have your money. I'm good. I am not going after Moon Knight. Funniest crap, bro. And then the artist, love the artist on him. I was just looking into it today because I forgot his name again. I keep forgetting his name, but I love the artist who did the more recent Moon Knight run. Not actually the more recent one. The one from the 2000s or whatever, 2010s, where all that crap happened. You haven't seen Moon Knight? The show's good. But like the comics are always going to be better. I swear. There's only a few times. There's only a few times where the shows or stuff are better. Like Civil War in the movies, yeah, it was better. I'll say it was better in the movies than it was in the comics because the comics kind of butchered Tony Stark's character just to be able to let Civil War happen. And that was a little frustrating. It's like you're committing character assassination for the plot. Really? Okay. I'll say that's Thor done for now. I'm gonna once I'm done. Also, I'm gonna go back and add more details and stuff. Next, we're gonna do Iron Man. Because he just got a fresh new design. Also, I mean, why are they not getting new designs? Always doing something big and new just to go back to how it used to be. But I don't want to do this one. I want to do, I think it's Suit 51. I really liked his Suit 51. You want to get into drawing? Honestly, people like ask if you want to get started into it, just kind of do like any pencil will do, really. I wouldn't stress about it too much. I wouldn't like overthink it, because the second you overthink it, you're gonna be like, I need the best. But when it comes to art, you don't need the best realistically. You just need to start. You just need to jump in and do it when it comes to art. It's only when like you start really getting confident and you're willing to put more time into it, like, because you don't want to spend money, like big bucks on stuff, and then just kind of give up on it, be like, I didn't like that, I don't like how I draw, so I'm just going to be done. You just whatever you have, that should be good enough to be able to just start and do art and just work your way up. Don't try, like, if you ever get in a mindset where you're thinking, well, I don't have expensive stuff, so I can't draw good, then you're never going to draw good, because the having good stuff doesn't make you a good artist. It just means you just spent money on something. If you want to get better at art or start, just get bare minimum stuff. You can get a sketchbook. You can go and just get cheap friggin' mechanical pencils if you want. I prefer mechanical pencils, so that's what I have. But you can get traditional style pencils if that's more of your forte. If you have a Hobby Lobby near you or a Michael's, just kind of go there. And Michael's is a bit more expensive, so I'd say go to Hobby Lobby if there's one near you, and just look for cheap stuff. Don't go for the expensive stuff. Just get cheap and work from there. And then once you get more confident, once you feel good, and you're like, yeah, this is something I really want to pursue, is art, then that's when you get the more expensive stuff, because it's like, well, I feel good about myself and I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. So yeah, no, of course. I love helping people out in any way I can, because it really is a big, like, block that people will have in art, is thinking you have to have the most expensive stuff in order to be a good artist. And like I said, if you're thinking that, you're never going to be good at art, because it's not your equipment that makes you a good artist. It's you. You're the artist. You make art. If you think you need the best stuff and you just keep pushing it back, like, oh, well, I'm not good enough, oh, it's not good enough, oh, this or that, you can make 1,000 excuses for anything, really. And if you're trying to make excuses, well, then you shouldn't try. You shouldn't do something if you'd rather just make excuses to not do it, is how I feel about it. Is make excuses, don't do it. If you're going to do it, just do it. You know? I got scared about doing this, but I kicked myself up, and I'm doing it now. I'm drawing this. If I don't like how it comes out, just do it again. Because at some point, if you're not letting yourself try, because you need to fail. That's something I also think people are not good at anymore. I feel like some parents have been a little too protective or too nice to their kids. And so people are afraid to fail nowadays. And failure is the only way to learn. If you're not failing, you're not getting better. You have to fall down before you can get up. I mean, you can look at those rare cases where it's like, well, this person actually didn't have to fail and they achieved everything. Well, one, either they're lying or they're the only case, and don't think you're going to be that person. Don't, if you think that you're going to be the exception, then you're never going to achieve anything that you want. If you think, well, I'll be the lucky person, you got to just work hard at it. And I know I fall victim to that. I think it's pretty easy mentality, because you're like, well, if it worked out for this person, it'll work out for me. And in reality, that's not always how it works. Something works out for one person because they got lucky. Things lined up for them. But you gotta realize that if you act like you're that person, you're not going to achieve anything. Basically, is what I'm saying. You have to act like you're nothing, and you have to work for everything, and then you'll get somewhere. There's a lot of those deep things I was saying there. Bippity boppity, give me that hoppity, you know. I mean, I could be spitting. I can spit nonsensical quotes all day. Yeah, you have to walk before you run, and if you're trying to walk and you fall, it helps you learn how to get back up and do it again. And that's how you get a strong will, is to keep getting up even when you fall, so that you can walk, to then be able to run. I mean, failure is the thing that is essential to humans. No human has lived on this earth and not failed at some point or at something. Besides Jesus, I'm talking about just the normal man. You said Jesus. Jesus is the only exception, because he was the perfect man. That's what we strive to be.
He is king.
But for us that aren't Jesus, we fail. We fail over and over and over. And it's good to fail. I do really like this Iron Man design. The suit 50. Hey, what's up? I really like this design. I think it's one of my favorite comic book Iron Man designs. Very fun. I'm doing good. How you doing? Thanks. Recreating the original Avengers with Captain America cover, but with their new designs and suits. Yeah. It's a bit harder to see on TikTok, but have it at an angle. I am on Twitch and YouTube. I'm live on those as well. And those are from the up, down, looking from above view, which I haven't actually checked to see if anyone's commented or something. Yeah, one person did earlier. Oh, there's 2 people watching. Hey, how you guys doing? Didn't know you were there. Yeah, I really like this Iron Man suit design. It's definitely easily one of my favorites. Besides, the movie ones. Very intricate. No, it's not going to be colored pencil. I'm actually going to digitally color this one in, so it can really look like a modern day comic. Is the idea, because I'm gonna make this into a YouTube video where I'm just redoing the old Avengers comic cover with new comic designs, and then I'm also gonna do a newer comic book Avengers cover, and I'm gonna do it in an old 60s 70s design, Steve Ditko inspired design look. I already did I have a notebook. I have a notebook here. I already did a test drawing It was in this one, wasn't it? I guess it was not in this one. Oh, it was in this one. I did a test drawing. It has to be this one. Yeah. I did a test drawing of Sentry. Did a test drawing of Sentry in that old comic book design look. So yeah, here's a test to see how it would look, and I liked it. Now it is funny because Sentry he's an interesting story wise because they tricked everyone into thinking that he was an old, not like unofficially published comic book superhero from the old, like the original era of superheroes, and they're like, we're bringing him back because he never actually came out. And then talking to me, and then
He never came out.
and so they tricked everyone and did a fake drawing of what he originally looked like, but it wasn't real. Just some modern day it was like some, because Century, his comics came out in the 2000s, so it was like 1999. They were saying all this, hyping it up and stuff, and then it actually came out, and then obviously everyone later figured out we were bamboozled, we were lied to, but it was a good lie. It didn't hurt anyone, you know. It was a good lie that got people interested in, like, oh, let's see what this story. My YouTube's Cooper Jack. There's a long way to get to it through my TikTok. You click on the Instagram, takes you to my art Instagram, and then in my art Instagram takes you to my main Instagram, and on my main Instagram there's a link for my YouTube, or you just look up Cooper Jack on YouTube, and I have my YouTube channel is image is Spider-Man Boba Fett half and half for the cover with a blue background. I mean, you'll see. I'm live. Oh, how'd they do that toe design? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that they did a kind of like those toe shoe design for Iron Man's boots. Nice. Nice. Can you leave a comment on my YouTube just so I can see if I can see it? Because I have the setup and I want to see if I can actually see the comments from YouTube or if this is just from Twitch. I have no clue. Which one I'm seeing comments for, because I'm hoping I'm seeing it from both, but realistically, I have no idea. Hey, Cooper. Okay, it worked. That's sick. That's nice. Nice to know that it worked. Thank you for doing that, Cooper. My man, from one man to another man. Traffic thunder. I'm a dude playing another dude.
Everyone knows you don't go full retard.
Going straight. Such a good quote. Because it's funny, because if someone gets mad, I'm just quoting a movie. Everyone know you don't go full retard. Okay, that's Iron Man done for just like the suit, not the actual detail. Now, let's get this. There's a new Ant-Man design. There's a new Ant-Man. It's Ant-Man Future, whatever.
That's not good.
Here we are. This is a very stylized design, and it's a very simplistic one also. But it's pretty cool. It makes him look more like an ant. So nothing against that. More like a little ant. Little ant man. Okay. Oops. No, we don't want that. Okay, this is gonna be a fun little design to do. Cause he is weird as heck. I cannot lie. It's so very stylized. Good job on the image. Thank you. I appreciate that. That one took a while to get finished. Way longer than I wanted to. Just got busy with life. It's the number one excuse here. Just got busy with life. See, I can't. Because there's a visor, but it's like the same exact color. Because it's a very stylized design, so I can only guess. What it looks like. Ooh, I like this design for Ant-Man. It's simplistic, but it's like really cool.
She's really cool.
Girl, why are you making fun of me?
That's a quote.
No, I didn't know that. My goat. Hola, is this Ducky Boy? Perchance? Yes, sir. Man, I know you. I know you when I see you. We drawn the original comic Avengers where they introduced Captain America, but we're doing all of them with their more modern new designs. Right now I'm doing Ant-Man. He is get a very interesting design. I don't know. We also got a Cooper in the chat, so there's two Coopers now. Thanks. And if you want, I'm also on YouTube and Twitch live streaming this, but it's from a different angle. It's from above, so that I got different angles, got different things going on, my brother.
I like all your angles.
Don't be doing that, my bro.
Me? Did
Yeah.
you just call me my bro?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you gonna say that I don't love you now?
He committed suicide.
Bro, what?
I took his stuff and then he jumped in the lava.
Whose?
The pig.
The pig?
Yeah.
Are you playing just like normal survival or like online?
A normal survival. I'm in a bastion.
Oh!
Oh my freaking mother. You scared me so bad, you dumb.
No swearing.
Wait, why don't you hate me? I think he's not up to date on me being a stealing person.
Being a stealing person?
Yeah, Cooper, did you not know I'm a stealing person?
Yeah, you steal my clothes all the time.
What? Oh yeah.
Literally steal my clothes all the time, babe.
No, I was confused on why I had an alarm going off.
Mm,
Because of laundry. Because I'm responsible or whatever.
or whatever. Bro,
I'm
this.
like killing these guys. I can't.
That's that fun stuff. You know, we love killing. Optimus fine.
Hey, yo, they're being sus before they die?
Jax. I mean, by the time I'm saying their names, they're already not on anymore. So, what's the point?
I don't know if you're cool or not.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of acting like you're not cool. How did I miss?
I'm saying this is a very interesting design for Ant-Man.
Well,
He's got some more connection points.
that's how they sound. And they go.
Did I just run out of lead in this? Wachowski. Well, that's one way of doing things. Definitely ran out of lead. This is the 0.3 one. Dude, I don't know where the lead is for this one. Let's do the 7.
Go die now.
Basically.
Okay. Is that blue lights?
Thank you. I don't know what I got, but
Why
I'm
am I
drawn.
dying?
Doing my thing. Love the support.
That's the sound.
And that's the new Ant-Man design for future Ant-Man. Now let's see what the new. That was honestly really easy. Let's see the new Wasp comic future. Suit.
And there's this.
New suit. I just want to know what her new suit looks like. It's funny how her suit used to be red and the movies made her yellow.
What?
We're just gonna do this one. We're just gonna do this one. That's what I'm saying. Thor looks so good in every suit design or like era. He looks. I love how he looks. How he came out in this, or just this suit design. Like, bro came out tough. But now we need to finish with the Wasp.
Ooh.
Let's grab the Wasp. Sorry, I need to pull up the image that I have for it. Oh, that's great. Let's open another program. So Wasp is really tiny. Do I have, bro? I swore 0.5. We'll do that. Not as good as the 0.3, but you know, especially on the one character I actually needed it to be really tiny.
That was insane.
Is anyone even still watching? Anyone still here? You have any friends? Thank you, Cooper. Thank you. Appreciate it.
He tried to attack me and he died.
That guy's a loser for trying to attack you.
They keep trying to like come at me and then they keep killing themselves. Oh!
You know, that's
Cooper
a
Jack.
huh.
Look at where I'm at right now.
Well, things.
Cooper.
Oh my, that's funny.
I fell and then I stopped falling like this.
That's crazy.
Do you not see that I'm on the edge of a block?
I know. I saw. I see.
How am I alive?
It's crazy that you be stealing from your friend. I just gotta go either
Oh
buy some
my
more or
freaking
find where I
heaven.
put the rest of the lead.
It's the Minecraft. Whatever people are telling me I need this oil. But like, it's okay, don't die.
It's Notch.
I was gonna say Minecraft gods, but like that felt really disrespectful. So.
Yeah. No. Good call. Good call to not do that.
Thanks.
Could have said Minecraft Overlords or
No, I
Mojang.
was focusing on not saying gods, so I can remember other words.
That makes sense.
I'm a simple lady.
Man, she's got a very detailed design for being a tiny little lady.
Carbon?
Wasp. She shrinks.
Mm.
She's got
What
a.
kind of details are we talking?
No, she's very curvy. No, I'm talking about her suit. Just has a lot of paneling and crap. Once again, thank you, MCU. Man, her head just looks really big on that body now.
Oh.
Here we are. Let's freaking go.
Bruh.
Yeah, we can clean this up later, but I have been streaming for an hour and a half.
Easy.
Huh?
And I'm just being a punk for no reason.
So that's where we're gonna call it for now. I might come back later to finish this up with like Namor and stuff, but I just need a break. Gosh, I smeared a bunch. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Oh, Vito the nerd, you joined right as I'm saying goodbye. My phone's gonna die, so TikTok's gotta go. Oh no, it's all right. You had to work overtime. If you want, I was live on YouTube and on TikTok, so I'm about to wrap it up. And you can, if you want, you can go back and watch it on those platforms. You're good. I'm sorry about that. But thank you all for watching. I might come back later today. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But it's been Cooper having a time. Have a good one. Peace, y'all. I only ended it on there. Now I need to end it on here. Goodbye.